Hello again, guys, and welcome to another discussion video. Today I want to talk about a little bit about Walmart and what they've done since they've kind of been brought in deeper into the physical media world, and what they haven't done. So I've got a script. I'm gonna go into a couple things here before I get into it. So bear with me, because I just got to explain some things really quickly about what's going on. Very experimental time for my channel, for especially with the background here. I got the license plates up again, so that's good. That one is supposed to be crooked, so there's that. Second, I understand it's a little dark. Again, experimental, and I don't know if you guys heard that. We're in the middle of a thunderstorm right now. So that's a long thunder. But yeah, so we're gonna be playing it by ear and hoping that I don't get struck by lightning. It's also still hot up here, so I may just ditch this at some point. Anyway, so I'm going off script here, but the script was written before I went to Walmart on my little trip to get footage for this video. So things, I may throw things in that aren't in the script, and that part will be unscripted. Okay? You got that? You guys good with that? Okay, cool. Lastly, I'm trying to rush it because I gotta make another video today. Because I'm going to be going away, and I want to have a video up for you guys for next week. So, alright, let's get into it. Alright, so, for the sake of this video, we're just going to say that it's been 6 months since Walmart has taken over the physical media world, I guess, right? Or the market. And since Best Buy has left, right? But, you know, we're talking about what they've done in those last 6 months. And, you know, those 6 months are very crucial because it really gives us an idea of what their plans are, right? Well, depending on where you live, you either have an amazing Walmart or you have a dog shit Walmart. I'm not even sure if there's an in-between. In my 6 months of travels, I've only come across one good Walmart. The rest, you know, have all been trash. But that one good Walmart was an hour away. And, I mean, it could be further. Let's be real, but that's not good. That's not good. Now, when I say good, I mean they have like a full wall of movies. They have the Steelbook section. They got the bloody disgusting. I mean, go back to Steelbook section. They didn't take ages to get it either. They got it right away. But they have the bloody disgusting section, which is new. They have like the Netflix Stranger Things area, and you know what I'm talking about. You see, I can't really get footage of that because I don't have one, so I'll just steal some from Google Images to show you guys. But anyway, yeah. So my local stores, they have neither. They have none of that. And you guys have seen my Walmart before. But here's a reminder in case you guys forgot. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, they're kind of slacking on the fronts, and I'm obviously not the only one who has this issue if it's multiple stores. And I see people in the comment sections of Instagram posts and whatnot, you know, also stating their frustrations. They can never go into a Walmart and find what their, you know, the sections, they're weak. So, but also, like, I'd really like to see older movies be put out, you know, into these sections, like how Best Buy had them, or, you know, instead of having walls of TV shows, like, my Walmart has a whole shelf for Yellowstone. I really don't think we need that. Or, like, most of the movie section at my Walmart is just TV shows. Literally all of it. Like, it's not, and then aside from that, it's just new releases. They're like, nothing gets to sit on the shelf for a little while. You know, I could never go in and find like A Quiet Place Part 2. I can only find it in that like stupid box set. I don't want it in that stupid box set with, you know, the first one. I just want to find the older movies. But I guess that brings us to the next point, which is the only way I can at Walmart. And that is through the exclusives and steelbooks. Which, we'll get into steelbooks first, right? So, the steelbooks, in terms of quality, they're actually pretty good, right? You know, I don't think there's any particularly bad ones, right? They all look pretty good, and that's thanks to Lionsgate, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they're the ones who make them and, you know, sign with Walmart saying, hey, we'll be exclusives to your store.
Here's my card. Scan it. I'm in.
But, yeah, they've all been pretty good. All of them have looked for the most part great. But the problem is quantity. Like, we're not getting enough. You know, I feel for it to feel special. I mean, there's a lot of empty spaces when I go. Like, half the shelves are just empty. We're just not getting enough new ones to fill those spaces once they turn empty. Like, new steelbooks. And I'm not just saying like in terms of, you know, restocking it, but like new movies put on the steelbooks. You guys catch my drift, right? But that I'll bring that up again in a second. But anyway, they're exclusives for standard Blu-rays and whatnot is awful. Like when they go and they re-release older movies onto discs, like I got Knives Out here. And we won't show the other one just yet, but we got Knives Out here. It's terrible. I mean, I went to, you know, my Walmart to get footage, and they had the stupid postcard ones. And, I mean, half of them are on DVD. That's a problem in and of itself. But, and then they come out with these, which are just like a PNG slapped onto a blank background. I'm not even sure that's the right quote on the Knives Out one. I have to watch Knives Out again, but I'll have to see. But anyway, it's just lazy. It's just lazy. And people go nuts for them. I don't get it. People actually like them. I mean, I don't want to, you know, be rude to people's, you know, if you guys like them, that's great. You know, good for you. But, like, this just feels lazy and insulting to me. So, I don't know. I'd like to see more effort, and we'll get to that in a second. But I'm pretty sure they're put out by SDS, Studio Distribution Services. Not entirely sure. I haven't done my research. But, yeah, because I'm just not on the behind-the-scenes stuff. But, like, if I want to get a title that was released, like, 6 to 10 years ago, like, you know, be it, you know, in theaters or on physical media, you know, and if I want to get it with a slip, I gotta get one of these. Or I gotta get it through SDS, and I hate it. Because it's the laziest garbage I've ever seen. Like, it really just is a lazy PNG from the movie. And I've talked about this before. Like, this has nothing to do with the movie. You could have put the knife chair, which would have been so much more relevant and so much better than putting the sweater that a guy wears that we don't even get a close-up shot of. Like, why does he even have holes in it? It implies that he got shot. He didn't get shot, or he didn't get stabbed. Why is it here? It don't make sense. So, anyway, it's just lazy. You could have put the fake knife. You could have put the bottles, the medicine bottles. You could put anything, but they put the freaking ransom sweater. I don't get it. Even worse is it's the same movies over and over again. Like, we get Back to the Future, like, every single time. Like, obviously, I love Back to the Future. And we get, like, Ghostbusters, like, 50% of the time, and obviously I like, Ghostbusters, right? I'll get it, guys. I got the mini puff marshmallow right there, right? In the license plate, I like Ghostbusters, right? But in like for Ghostbusters, it'll be like the Ghostbusters logo, and it'll be glow in the dark or something, and like Back to the Future, it'll be the same picture of Marty looking at his watch, and it'll be holographic. I don't know. It'll be the same promotional picture that is on every other copy of the movie, right? It never gets any more creative. But, I mean, collectors collect, and so people buy them, I guess. But, if you really wanted to, you could keep doing this, but with, like, newer movies. I mean, Christmas movies is one thing, because, like, Christmas movies, there's not many, and there's only so many classics. So, of course, they would keep re-releasing the same ones, but, like, the artwork is just the same. So, I mean, like, they just take promotional images for the movie, or the movie poster, put them inside a snow globe, or, put them in a box of ornaments. Like it never gets creative or original, or, creative. It never gets, like, pretty, I guess. But anyway, I'd like to see, more art with these. Like, instead of giving me another Twister, we're gonna go back to where I was just about to say. Since, I'm sure that they know that the 4K is coming out, like, in a month, or in a couple weeks or something, or in a week. I don't even know how long until it comes out, but it's coming out. Instead of giving me another Twister, because we just got that glow-in-the-dark one, now we got the freaking cows one, right? The lazy cow one. Instead of giving me another one of those, why don't you give me something for a movie that's, like, not being put out right now? Like, here's one I still have on DVD. I need to switch it out, but it's a childhood favorite of mine, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. We don't have a steelbook of this. We don't have a 4K of this. Put it out on Blu-ray again, at least. Yes, I realize, as I was doing research, I found out that SDS already did put one of these out. I'm not sure if they did it on Blu-ray, though. But there it is. And, I mean, looks like shit. Give it another chance. Show that there's a market for it so that we can get a 4K of it soon. I would love a steelbook of that. Like, with the Oompa Loompas on it, or the chocolate room. That would be so cool, right? I mean, Matilda just got a steelbook. Like, that's awesome. That's great. Woohoo. Right? But, give me, like, this or something. Like, if you guys wanted to, put, like, you could... SDS, if you're watching this, for the love of God, put this out. You can do one of these, but put the Wonka bar from this movie on it, and I will buy it. And make it red. Make it red.
Yes, I know. Once again, Schemer's genius is beyond the comprehension of mere children.
You could even give me the Goosebumps movies, too. For Halloween. Yeah, for Halloween, give me the Goosebumps movies. Because long story short, I lost the slipcover for Goosebumps 2. Give me the Goosebumps movies. Put Slappy on it. Put Slappy on it. Front and center. Just Slappy. Or for the first one, put the Law Gnomes on it. And you got me sold. And then you could say, who you calling dummy? I want to shout them out for something. I don't know if it was SDS or whoever, but it was whoever put out the Halloween ones last year. Because ignore all the glow-in-the-dark crap. Ignore it. Those are the worst. When they do glow-in-the-dark, those are the worst. Absolute worst. But what's to the left is the best. Those were awesome. I have the Saw one right here. This is awesome. This is art. This is what I want on my slipcover. Excuse my fingerprints. This is what I want on my slipcover. Stuff like this. If you guys keep putting this stuff out for Halloween every year, I will consume. I am a consumer. I will consume this. Put them out. Please keep making more of these. There was a Scare Stories to Tell in the Dark one last year. There's Candyman 3. If it was Candyman 1, I would have bought it. But like, you know, keep putting these out. They had Spiral. I was going to buy the Spiral one, but I didn't. My store removed them too quickly for the Christmas ones. But I think it was the Christmas ones. But anyway, keep making more of these. If these, I mean, if even just these return this year, the same ones that they put out last year, I'll go and buy that Spiral one. Like, maybe even buy that Scare Stories to Tell in the Dark one, because, you know, the artwork looks so cool on these. But please, just keep putting these out. Please. Because these look awesome. The artwork on them looks so good. So, you see, it's all about the effort, man. It's all about the effort. So, despite their lineup being a little bit odd, you know, some obscure titles and not quite the things that people really are gonna go dive in for Halloween, I have to give it, you know, up to the artist that made them. Those were incredible. Seriously, I don't know if it was a team or just one artist. Like, I might have even been an artist on Instagram or something that SDS was just like, hey, we saw your art and we want to put it on some movies. You guys, you in? You know, if that was the case, like, shout out to them. Like, do it again. Just do it again. Yeah. If they were films I actually needed or wanted in my collection, I would have jumped on all of them. Like, my monthly movie audit, you know, thing would have been through the roof. But, you know, I wasn't counting prices back then. But anyway, because, like, with like, slipcovers like this, you know, where it's just, like, it's bad. I'd rather just have the movie sitting on the shelf with no slip, right? I just don't like them, right? And I mean, especially because they're just like a solid color too, and they're not the actual slip. I'd really just rather have the regular movie sitting on the shelf, right? But with this one, it fits because it's a horror movie. And it's, you know, horror movies tend to be black, like Child's Play, Black Phone, Annabelle, Conjuring, Dead Silence, Evil Dead Rise. They're all black cases. And lastly, with Walmart, stock. This is probably the biggest issue. I can never go to Walmart on release day, release week, or release month and find a title I'm looking for. No matter how big it is. If I'm looking for it, they don't have it. They had all the Godzilla vs. Kong, right? They had all those there when I went. Now, again, I wrote this script before I went. So, that was in there. Stock was there. It's not going to pick it up, but stock was there to mention their stock. I went to go get footage, and they didn't have any Ghostbusters. I don't know if it's my Walmart, but if they have Vendetta against Ghostbusters, but they didn't have a single copy of Frozen Empire on those shelves. They didn't even have a spot for it. And they're supposed to have an exclusive. What the hell? I didn't need that. Oh, I did need that. Yeah, so they had all the Godzilla vs. Kong. It's like they pick and choose what movies that they want, you know, to put on the shelves. Best Buy never had this problem. They always had new releases. Except for Scream 6, I had that problem in like 4 different states, but that's not the problem. Walmart, what the hell? What the hell are you doing? This is the one thing you guys gotta do. You gotta have the new release on release day. Unless this is what we kind of heard about a couple weeks ago with it being the, you know, bi-weekly release day, but I don't think it is. So I don't know. It's an exclusive. They're supposed to have it. It's exclusive steelbook. So I don't know. It's not right. But even then, put Ghostbusters aside. I go to Walmart to try and find a new release. Like I go and try to find Mean Girls, and they have the DVD. They might have the Blu-ray. Very rare chance that they do, but they will never ever carry the 4K. Ever. The Beekeeper, they didn't even have the Blu-ray. They just had the DVD. I mean, I'm looking for the 4K, but they just the DVD. So now this makes me wonder, how's Black Friday gonna go and all this when we don't have a really good retailer for movies, a physical retailer, since online shopping sucks. So I don't know. I'm scared. I'm worried. I hope Walmart can get better, especially over here on the East Coast, because I think that's where most of these problems are. But I don't know. I've never been to the West Coast, so I can't really speak. But yeah. So anyway, those were the problems I wanted to bring up, and I hope that Walmart can really crack down on it. They said they were going to become, the new physical media kings, but they're obviously not. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you did watch all of this rambling, if you've had similar experiences or worse experiences, please let me know. I'd love to hear them. Love to feel like I'm not alone in this struggle, because I see all these YouTubers, go and they have no problem finding him. But anyway, yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I have no clue what I'm doing for next week's video, so I gotta figure that out, like today. So, yeah, have a good one.